All right, have a nice day, class. This is the last topic or activity that we supposed to discuss before. However, we don't have that much of time. So right now, I'll be going to show you the important thing for the Excel manipulation. Since we are done with your class record, simple calculations of those things. So right now, we'll be going to um, explore how to get the mathematics some things right calculations here class. So basically in this session, we'll be going to have um, discuss the on how to get the average as well as the total of that certain thing amount, or should we say the sum. And after, we'll also be going to determine the function of maximum as well as the minimum. Then we could also touch product or multiplication. Okay, those are the things that we will be going to determine in this session. Okay, let's proceed. So here, say for example, we do have a list of employee. For example, employee name. Those are the employee name. And after that one, there will be um there will be also the age of that certain employee. And after, let me just edit the format since I want this to be okay like that, to wrap that words. So you just have to click wrap text here at the home page. There you could be able to see this. In that way, you could be able to display all of the words. And after the age, say for example, income of our employee, then hours that he or she spent for working. So hours that is the hours that they work. Then maybe that's it. Okay. So right now, say for example, let's try to put that here, and let's put the employee name as this one. Then the number of employee is 1, 2, 3. Then just drag that one. So say for example, we do have 5 employee only. So the employee is Joshua Bravo, Joshua Ilisan, Joshua Bungaitan. And for example, Lino Fernandez, okay, and Kagaki. All right, so pertaining for this one class, we'll be going to also would like to sorry, check. Let's complete the name of Kagakit. 1 second. We'll also be going to put their specific age. See ages. So say for example, Bravo is 29. Then Elisan is 21 and Lino is 25 and Kagakit is 18. No, Lino is 18, Bungaitan is 25, Kagakit is 23, for example. Then their income, they do have, for example, Bravo earning 2,000, then 20,000, I mean. Then Joshua Elisan is earning 10,000. Lino is 15,000. Lino, no, Joshua, for Bungaitan, I mean. For Lino, to earn 12,000. And for Kagakit, just 8,000. Okay. Here, class. The hours that they spend. Say, for example, for Bravo, he spent 15 hours. Here, for Joshua, 10 hours. Just for example. Then here is 12 hours, then 8 hours, then 5 hours. So something like that. So right now we'll be going to see what will be the average, how to determine the average. So right now, class, for example, the average of employee hours. So the hours average of our employee, it is something could be able to calculate all of the average hours that our employees spend for working. Okay, let's try to determine that particular method. Okay, so here, class, just put equals, then AVG. For average, I know, average lang. AV, average like that. Then, it is actually similar to sum, except it finds the average of value in a cell range, actually, class. So, the sum is getting the total for the values. So, you're just clicking equal sum, right? Right, for the sum. But nevertheless, for average, just type average equals average to get the average of all that specific value in that particular thing. Okay, right now, let's try to determine the average of hours working. Then just drag all of those thing that we have right there. So let me redo it, guys. So the average equals average. Then like that and 10. All right. So that is specifically our to get the average of that particular method. So let's try to see the average of our income. Something like this, the same thing. Then just easily drag. And so the average is 13,000. Amo lang nasa class. So simple like as is. So just 1 second. All right, class. So when I will be going to ask you, for example, what will be the method if I will be going to, if we will be going to see or come up with the average of our income? So you will just to answer equals average. So amo lang na siya ang answer. Okay? So nevertheless, since we're done on that one, no. So since we are done with average, let's proceed to the total or the sum. Okay. Particularly for this is easier, or this is easy to you, everyone, because we already have the calculation for our basic class record the last time. So say, for example, if we'll be going to total the number of income for our employees. So just equals sum of that particular, then double click the sum, then drag and drop, and there you go. So those are the total of all of the income sang aton yung specific employees. Okay? And the total hours being spent is definitely the same process, sum, and like this. So the total hours spent is just 50 hours. Then of course, class, if I will be going to ask you how to get the total, is just to answer equals sum, particularly. So understood. So easy lang na sum. So we are done with the total or the sum. Let's proceed to the max. So here, let's delete this things here. So for the maximum, this is to absolutely check our particular maximum number of that particular thing. So say, for example, I want you to find the maximum age of our employee. Kung sino ang pinakamagulang sa ila. So, therefore, just type equals max. Then double click that one and it will definitely. So with this particular thing here, class, it is absolutely clear that the eldest of our employee is Bravo. So it should say the answer should display 29. Let's try to click enter. Okay, there you go. It is actually getting the correct value. How about for the maximum of our income? So since the maximum is 20,000, so let's try to see. Okay, there you go. It displays the same thing. And how about for hours? So it should display 15. There you go. That's very simple. How about here for getting the minimum? So since we are done with maximum, let's proceed to minimum. So just click minimum equals minimum. Then double click the minimum and highlight, and it should display 18. Oh, there you go. It displays the correct. And the same thing with the income. And yes, I'm sorry. We wasn't able to click the double click the minimum class. Don't forget to double click the function. Then before highlighting this particular elements. Okay, that's 8,000, the minimum amount. How about for minimum particular working day hours? So it should be 5. There you go. It displays 5. That's really simple. Accordingly, if we're just finding those things. So if I will ask you the maximum and minimum, so you just answer equals max or equals min. That's the only thing. How about if I will be going to calculate 20 specific term? I want you to ask how to do the multiplication. Say, for example, we'll multiply the 20,000 into 10,000. I mean, 20,000, multiply that to 5 only. For example, equals product. The same thing. Then 20,000 controls and click 5, then click enter. It will show this one, 100,000. Okay? That's absolutely so simple. Because if you'll be going to multiply this class 1 by 1, then put times. So then 5, that's absolutely the same thing. But if I will ask particularly product, so you will need to click the equals product, then click the function, because we can calculate everything for this one. Times, for example, 20,000 times 10,000 times 15,000 and everything, it will display quickly. So here, the answer for that is lawig ang answer. So that's why it doesn't display the thing particularly. So let's try to, so amo na siyang answer. Amo na siya nga nag-put siya sang E something because the answer is too absolutely damo-damo. Okay. So since we was able to determine how to check all of those particular things, I hope so that you learned something for this quick tutorial of mine, and just definitely prepare your exam, since this particular thing or methods that I was able to just quickly discuss will definitely show or come up into your final exam. So thank you so much, class. I do hope that you're in safe as always. Then, of course, study hard. Thank you so much and have a great day.